the associate degree in media and digital communications. Okay, so I'll start. The final one is the associate degree in media and digital communication. So the question is, who is this for? Okay, if you are interested in journalism, you want to work here for a newspaper, or you want to or television or on radio. If you're interested in public relations or being a communications director, um, if you're interested in filmmaking, if you're interested in digital marketing or advertising or being a media content creator, then this is the course, this is the program for you. Okay. So, what do we mean by media and digital communication? So, traditionally, within the media, we have traditionally within the media, when we talk about media, sorry, we have what we call print media, which refers to newspapers and magazines. And we also have broadcasting, which refers to TV, radio, and movies. Okay. In addition, when we talk about communications, the word itself is explains itself. We're talking about giving information here. So we have news, advertising, marketing, and public relations. So what has happened recently is that technology, of course, has changed things for us. So we add technology to the mix. And so now media doesn't only include newspapers and TV and radio, and being and magazines and all of that. It also includes social media, right? Podcasts, online forums, and websites. And so employers are, of course, aware of that. And so when they're looking for communication specialists these days, they're looking for people who are able to handle the digital world. All right. So hence the AD in media and digital communications. So that associate degree opens up that these career paths for you. So if you're interested in, like I said, you're interested in being a journalist, you can work for a newspaper, you can work for television, right? And you can also do journalism online. There are lots of journalists, for example, who do work online. We have our online news mediums, for example, like St. Lucia News Online or the St. Lucia Times, right? If you're interested, for example, in starting a magazine, right, that is also here for you. If you want to work in TV and radio, you don't only have to be a journalist to work in TV and radio. You can be a producer, right? You can have your talk show. It's up to you. You're interested in filmmaking, that can open up a career path for you there. Public relations officer, communications director, and you can work in the public sector as well as the private sector. So, for example, our very own Mrs. Jodie Fannis, she's our communications director, right? If you think of other people like Nicole McDonald, for example, who is the communications person for the Prime Minister, for the Prime Minister's office. You also have private sector companies who hire communications directors, okay? Media content creator, again, a lot of companies, including governments, right? Everybody's going online. And you need people who will who will manage, or not just manage, but you need people to be in charge of what you put out there on the internet. So you have a website, for example, and you need someone to be in charge of that. What kind of information goes there? How best to transmit that information to customers and to people, right? What kind of image you want to give when you have a website, for example. Okay, and there's also the advertising specialist and the digital marketing. Companies are now doing a lot of advertising on social media. So the employer wants to know, well, if I hire you, you're good at advertising, but can you run an Instagram campaign for me, right? Can you run, for example, can you do ads on Facebook, right? Can you attract people on Facebook? So these are the kinds of career paths that associate degree opens up for you. The structure of the program, you have your gen ed courses, right? You have the history, you have a history course, you have a math course, you have a communication studies course, modern languages. There's also a sociology course, right? But the program courses, and these are some of the program courses right here. Introduction to digital media, introduction to media studies, introduction to journalism, in writing for popular culture, audiovisual production techniques, social media and web applications, broadcasting, as well as public relations. You might be wondering, what do I need to get into this program? And so you would need, of course, your SALCC has general entry requirements. You need 5 CSEC subjects. And in those 5 CSEC subjects, you have to have math and English A. Okay. In addition, we're looking for grades 1, 2, and 3 in your IT, okay, information technology, and English literature would be an asset. All right. So at SALCC, we look forward to welcoming you in August, September this year to start our associate degree programs. So thank you very much.
So Alfred Lewis Community College. Apply today and fast track your career.